What's going on, guys? Donnygbuckets here. You guys haven't seen me in probably like half a year on on YouTube, but I'm gonna try to start posting more YouTube videos because TikTok does not like me. But today we're gonna be reacting to a video called 99% of Girls Can't Answer This Uncomfortable Question, and this is by Fresh&Fit podcast, one of my new favorite podcasts. I really like what they do because they keep it real. They be talking that talk. They be having girls on here and they be asking all the right questions. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into this. It's 14 minutes long. Hopefully this video doesn't reach over 20 minutes because I'm going to pause it if I hear something and I want to add to it, because I'm not going to try to talk over them, But yeah, so let's go ahead and get into this. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Here we go. Sorry. I won't never tell her sorry.
DVO, Maxo, short-term bang, the attractive guy, and long-term marry, the rich guy. But what do you bring to the table?
That's a very good one. Very good one.
We want to go around the table with that one.
What do you bring?
Okay.
Ooh, that's a good question, girls. What do y'all bring to the table?
Yeah, I'll add a caveat to that as
Yeah,
well,
sure,
right?
go ahead.
So, for example, what do you bring to the table outside of sex?
Say again?
Okay. What do you bring to the table?
You spoke Chinese, or
Foreign question. Okay. Miss Mexico.
Yes.
What do you bring to the table to a man, right, that you're taking serious,
Yeah.
outside of sex?
What do you think she will bring
No,
besides it?
He's asking you the Bro, I hate girls like that. No, not girls. I hate people like that. You're like, so, where do you want to go eat? Well, where do you want to go eat? I asked you. Like,
Have you ever been in a relationship that you obviously have sex, but what does she bring to the table besides that?
got to get my drink.
Well,
my throat's parched. It's only been what? It's been 45 seconds, and I already don't like her. I already know I'm not gonna like her in this video.
You the question.
how it works.
I have an answer, but I would like to know yours.
Okay, well, let's go on the panel first, and then we'll get back to your question.
For me?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm definitely supportive. I'm definitely ambitious, and I like to be a part of your idea. So I can say comprehensive. Yeah, I got my emotions sometimes, and I want to say my opinion. But in
Oh, Abba's here from Abba and Peach or Preach and Abba. I forgot what it was called, but I subscribe to him. But girls always say supportive. I'm supportive, ambitious, and stuff like that. But all these girls in the modern era, I'm about to go Kevin Samuels for a second. They say that they're traditional, but the way they act is modern. They want to be the one in power in the relationships, but they say they're supportive. How are you being supportive? Support is a broad word. Like, what are you doing to be supportive? A lot of the girls nowadays don't even know how to cook and clean. How are you being supportive? What are you doing that's supportive? All right, so guys, they provide the money for the girl. That's how they supporting their females. Usually the females are supporting the man by helping around the house. But the girls nowadays, they don't want to do that. So what way are you being supportive? Saying yes and no, saying yes to all his ideas is not being supportive. That's just agreeing with him.
I have really good intentions. I want to see you grow, because if you grow, I grow. Obviously, good sex, great communication, and I'm definitely adventurous. So I'm super down. I'm open-minded. I'm down. So I'm fun, and that's what I bring to the table.
Okay, but we mentioned no sex.
Okay, no sex. Besides no sex, okay. Yeah, I'm supportive. Ambitious. I'm adventurous. I'm definitely open-minded. To a lot of things. So, yeah, I'm a good time. I'm a good time.
All right.
Okay.
My answer is I don't know. I don't know what I would.
See, girls, this is what they be like, I want a man that's 6 feet tall. I want a man that's ripped, super big, abs. I want a dude that's making 6 figures. I want my man to have a huge house, nice car. Well, what do you bring to the table? I never really thought of that. What do I do? What do I bring to the table? Like, bro,
Would bring to the table. This is me. You like it? You don't? Let's find out.
she's the type of girl to end up single. She's like, this is me. If you don't like it, then bye. Okay. With that attitude, I don't know what kind of dude she about to be getting, bro. With this attitude, I already know she is the head of the household if she has a boyfriend. He's a cuck. She wears the pants. That man is walking around in boxer briefs because she wears all the pants in the house.
Figure it out together.
Any person, especially women, any person that just interrupts people wants to be that authority figure. And most of the time, that doesn't work out if you're the woman. It just doesn't.
Okay. You're keeping it real. I like that. At least you're being honest.
Wait, you said you have a boyfriend though, right?
Yeah, I do.
Well, what do you do for him then?
Oh, a lot of things. Do you want to know?
We literally
That's
just asked you.
Somebody was like, "What Oh my God, I hate people like this. He asked her a question and she was like, "Do you want to know?" Nah, he just asked it just to ask it. What kind?
Do you want to ask him?
Yeah,
No, he
I'm
asked
asking
you.
you. I mean,
Yeah.
you said I'm not sure what I bring to the table, and then I'm like, wait, aren't you in a relationship?
Honestly, when I'm in a relationship, I'm not like, what am I bringing to the table? Is he happy if I do this?
I
I
mean,
don't
you should
question
ask
myself
that.
all the time. I'm like, this is who I am.
I would
Maybe
say-
today-
But do you notice something interesting?
Yes.
When you were asked what you're looking for long term, you had a laundry list of stuff you mentioned. But then when you
That's how all girls are. They'll say all this stuff that they want, and then when you give them one preference, they're like, "You're asking for too much. That's a fantasy." No, what you're asking for is a fantasy. You don't even know what you do. How you gonna expect me to provide all these things when you don't even know what you provide?
you're asked what
I
do
just
you
said
bring-
fun, good sex, and somebody who would like change with me, and we both like grow together.
Okay, so let's say you
Huh, wait. She just said, "This is me. If you don't like it, then bye." But then she said she wants someone that can change with her. How they gonna change with you if you don't even want to change?
brought four things, but then when you were
Oh my
asked what do
gosh.
you bring to that person, then you're like, I don't know. Do you understand how there's like a confusion there?
It's not
That boy Abba.
confusing for me. I don't know if there's.
How is that not confusing? He asked you a question. He said, "What do you bring to the table?" You said, "I don't know." But then you want all the stuff that a man does. That's pretty confusing because you don't know what you bring to the table, but you want all this stuff that he want. You want all this stuff that your man brings to the table, but you don't offer anything to him. So, like, other than sex, he can get that from anybody. What do you offer to the table that will make someone want to date you, and you don't know?
Somebody else that's not as confused as you.
All right, I'm confused.
What does that mean?
All right. So I think I bring a lot to the table. I'm super motivative. Like, you just want to be my man. You need the support system. And I'm all about my man. I support him. I encourage him. I motivate him. I push him. I'm there for him. I love him. I'm all about him as long as he's all about me.
Okay, so you cater to your man then.
All right.
All right.
Does that
Absolutely.
include if he wants to have sex with other girls, though?
Absolutely not. You already
Then in that case, she does not support you, by gentlemen.
stop it. We're not going
In
there.
that case, she does not support you. Okay.
Well, for me, it's a best friend. I bring in perspective. I teach them. Also, with my current boyfriend, for example, I'm teaching him Spanish. But definitely a best friend, somebody that you
They say, "What do you offer to your boyfriend?" She said, "A best friend." He can get a best friend anywhere. What do you do though?
can rely on, that you can talk to, that you can play with, that you can just feel like yourself with no armory, you know?
He can literally do that with one of his best friends that's a guy. Like, what do you offer to him that will make them? What do you offer a man that makes him want to date you? All the stuff that she's saying, you can talk to him. I encourage them. A guy can do that. One of his friends on Xbox can do that.
You can just relax and be yourself without the stress that goes on in the world.
So
and
no
just
judgment.
No judgment.
Does he like?
There's a,
Does
there's
he
a
talk
type of
about his?
unconditional love.
Does he? Wait, you said unconditional love?
There's a type of
First of all, there is no such thing as unconditional love in a relationship. Even with your parents, really, like there's kind of unconditional love with your parents and with your family members, but there is a certain line or condition that you can cross that will end that unconditional love with your parents. Say if I'm out, I murder 30 people, right? And then 2 days later, I go out and I molest 20 little girls like EDP. Do you think my parents are still going to love me? Are they? If I go up and cut my mom's knee off, is she still going to love me? Because not all love is unconditional. They love you as long as you're being good, as long as you're doing the things that they want you to do. If someone wants their daughter to be a doctor and they become a doctor, they'll love them. But if they want their daughter to be a doctor and she drops out of school and becomes a stripper porn star, are they going to love her? They might say they do, but deep down they don't love her. Same thing with relationships. Guys and girls, both of them. If he's not providing for his girl, she might leave him and go to someone else that is, because that love was conditional. If the girl's not providing for the guy, she's not providing around the house, providing him with things that he wants, he might leave her or cheat on her or something. I don't know. Don't cheat on people, but he might leave them because the love is conditional. That's why the divorce rate is so high, because love is conditional. They love them until they do something that they don't like, and now they don't love them no more. That's why people are always breaking up and stuff. Let's see what % of the marriages end in divorce. 50%. Half of all marriages end in divorce. So 50% of the marriages that are still together that haven't got divorced yet, probably half of those marriages are only together because of the kids. That's the only reason. Love is not unconditional. The only time love is unconditional is with your mom and your dad, and sometimes even that's conditional.
Conditional love.
How many people that have dated someone before? That one person you dated, you thought you were going to get married, didn't you? You thought you were going to get married, but guess what? You're not together anymore, are you? The love was conditional. You loved them until they did something that you didn't like, or you did something that they didn't like.
Because when it comes to friendship, when you have a friendship with someone, you love them for who they are, flaws and all.
So you're telling me that your relationship is unconditional love?
No.
As of now, yeah, I would say so.
Okay. All right, excellent. All right.
No.
I believe that that's a fallacy. All love is
Yeah.
conditional, especially on the female side, but that's okay.
At some point, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Because if
capital.
he lost, if he lost his
If,
job,
if you're saying definitely out of your experience,
If her man lost her job, and bro, she would probably leave him.
then you're telling your life, definitely. Because there exists unconditional love.
I agree with her.
You have unconditional love from your mother, you have unconditional love from your brother.
yes.
And
I don't like her. I haven't even met her and I don't like her. She's been smiling the whole time. Like she's just saying stuff that just like Tesla. Like
and it does
That's family,
exist.
though.
And
That's
if you
family,
haven't
though.
experienced it, then you would say it doesn't.
That's
you know?
that's
I,
family.
I,
though.
I would ask you, if you're married to somebody,
Hypotheticals.
hypothetical, right?
Mhm.
10 years from now, you're married to somebody, you have 3 kids.
Mm-hmm.
He stops working, he stops fucking you, stops talking to you, stops basically being involved with you.
Yeah.
And you would still love this man if he kept that off?
I would still love them, but I would definitely have to love myself more in order to leave.
cap. That is cap. That's a whole hat store. So you telling me, dude cheats on you, stops paying the bills, dude stops paying the bills, starts cheating on you, not providing you stuff that you want. You still love that man? No, you don't. You want to tell yourself you will, but when the time comes, think about all the guys that she's been with, that she's dated, and they're not together anymore. She probably thought the same thing about them. I'd still love him, but do you still love him now? The dude, your first ex, do you still love him? No. You think you would. You saying that right now, but you don't know for sure until the time comes. Love is conditional. Matter of fact, I'm going to keep the hat real close because I think I'm going to have to use this a few times in this.
And let them figure out their life, because a lot of times women want men to change,
Mhm.
but people don't realize that
Pinkies
you
up.
can't make people change. People have to go through their own process, and sometimes that process requires them to hit rock bottom. So if that person needs to go through their journey,
They drinking White Claw. Oh, man.
and you not being there is part of that, and you do it out of love, then that is necessary. And when
draining.
that person is able to change and go back to you, you truly love them. You take them back because you know who you fell in love with. You know who that person is. And everybody has downs. Everybody goes through depression. Everybody has bad moments, you know.
Yeah.
All right, let me translate that womanese for you guys. Basically, what she's saying is, as long as you continue to be who you were when I first met you, then I will be
I don't
there.
think she
But-
said
that's what she's saying though. She's like, yeah, so basically, I'm here with you, I'm here to grow with you, I'm here to be with you, I'm gonna love you as long as you're providing stuff for me, as long as you're being the same person. Now if you change, I don't know. That's basically what she's saying.
I did
But,
not say that. That is mansplaining.
Yeah.
You
That's basically what
changed
you're
my words.
Yeah, well,
Mansplaining.
and
Yeah.
basically what I am saying is that I'm just translating because you said a lot there without really saying much. But what it really,
He's telling the truth though. She was just rambling on, and I was like, what is she talking about? If what he did was mansplaining, what she did was womansplaining, just said a whole paragraph, but didn't say one word. Like, didn't say one word that meant anything. Like,
I heard a lot. I don't know
There's
about
a lot,
you,
yeah.
but
But that's not unconditional. though.
that's not unconditional love, though.
what is unconditional love for you?
there's no such thing as unconditional love. People will love you as long as you're doing right. As soon as you start to do wrong, they lose love for you. If you love a dude, if he cheats on you, do you still love him, or do you leave him? If a dude murders your mom, do you still love him? No. Because the love is conditional. If it was unconditional, you would still love him even though he murdered your mom.
No love for you.
It means when you love somebody.
No,
matter
for
what it
him,
is-
for him, for
Yeah,
you,
okay.
Mr. Fresh Fit.
No. It's
Oh my god, she screams. What is it? She probably got a strap on or something.
it's very simple. There's no such thing as unconditional love. There's conditions to everything in the world.
Yep.
And the reason why I had to say something was because men don't listen to that advice ever. Because women will say that to you. Oh, unconditional love, and I'm gonna love you, whatever.
As long as you make somebody outside
Can
from
you
your
let me-
Bro, why do you keep interrupting? Bro, she either has a strap on or she's transgender. One of the two, bro. Cause she just got this masculine energy, and that's not cute to men. Like I don't know why girls think being loud and being in control is cute to dudes. A lot of dudes don't like that. There are some cucks out there, but a lot of dudes don't like that. I feel bad. I feel bad for her boyfriend. Whoever, if you're watching this, you probably not, because it's probably gonna be like 30 people that watch this. But if you are watching this, I feel bad for you because I know she's using that strap on you. She wears the pants.
Can you let me finish?
responsible
Can you let
is
me
going to be a
finish? Can you let me
conditional
finish?
love.
You let me finish? Okay. So what
Please
I was
finish.
saying is that love is always conditional to some degree. As a man, you have to bring something to the table for a woman to love you.
Right.
Now, I get what you guys are saying, the Disney
But-
fairy tale, but that's not how the world works.
I think that's what you've
Stop
learned
cutting me
in
off.
life.
Seriously, can you stop cutting me off?
Do you feel like I'm cutting you,
You
off?
are.
Yeah.
I think this was like
You've
a
done it- you've done it twice
conversation, not a
now.
monologue.
No. Did you not ask a question?
I'm sorry?
Did you not ask me a question?
Yeah, I was asking you
unconditional
what is
which I was
unconditional
doing,
love.
and then you cut me off twice. I counted it.
Are you mad?
Hey, listen.
Not at all. But
Martin.
you're being
Because
disrespectful.
I'm
Bro, I knew I was gonna hate this motherfucker.
under the impression that you just got like super mad.
No. It's rude to cut people off.
No,
Especially-
It is rude to cut people off, especially when you ask him a question like, bro, how old are you? Oh, I'm wait. Before you answer that.
I was trying to just
Hey,
What's the weather today? Well, I think it said it was like, oh, actually, you know what? Never mind. Fuck it.
pause. Listen, end of the day, I
Say
told you
something.
before the show, right? It's a podcast. Don't cut Marin off. I explicitly said this over and over again. Yes, it's me. I'm the producer, okay? Do not cut Marin off. It's bad radio. Now, you get one final warning. If not, we have 3 ladies on the couch.
Oh,
More
I
than-
don't mind
you know
leaving
what?
this show if
Goodbye.
I'm not allowed to
Goodbye.
talk.
Get out. Get the fuck out.
Goodbye.
Oh,
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
You gotta
Alright.
respect the platform and not cut people off.
Thank you.
I'm myself.
Get Taylor Swift out of there. Get out of here, Taylor. Get out of here, Taylor. She's not saying, if I'm not gonna be able to talk, then I'll leave. No, you didn't even let him talk. You probably said more words than the host did.
Thank you.
Okay. Well,
Alright, go ahead.
you can take yourself outside.
I will.
Okay.
Thank you. Trey, can you add
GTFO.
up? Thank you, Trey.
All right.
Okay, so
Just
one
gotta
down.
make sure.
One down.
Aussie, you up.
Okay.
No, you're not gonna use the restroom. You're
So
gonna-
you know what? I thought this was gonna be a great show.
We
I
just
mean,
have
yeah,
to.
this is the bad show.
Yeah.
No, I mean, without White Castle coming up. But there you go.
Girls on the
Came
left,
up.
girls on the left haven't even been able to say anything.
We can
yet.
let him handle that.
I think
Yeah.
it's just
So, Fresh,
bad
go ahead,
to
Fresh.
think that one holds the truth. So let's just keep an open mind, you
Mm.
know, listen to each other and be willing to also change our own perspectives
Mm.
because that's what actually makes a good dialogue.
Mm.
So let's keep it on that note.
I do agree with you, but you did say that there is unconditional love, but then you said something else that said there isn't, because you said if he wasn't loving you how you wanted to love you, you would go away.
No.
Out of love, but it would be out of love.
Um,
Because let me know if I paraphrase. I want to make sure I understood.
Yeah, sure.
Essentially, for
Explain.
you, if you love somebody, sometimes you have to leave them because it's the compassionate thing to do, so that they can figure themselves out, and you're doing that out of love. Is that correct?
When you try to change someone, it puts on more stress for them, the feeling of having to change because you are disappointing your loved one. So sometimes people have to take their own journeys,
Mhm.
and for that,
Okay, so I understand that she's saying she would leave them because she loves them and that she wants the best for them. But you don't love them the same way that you did when you were dating them. So therefore, it is conditional love. You went from loving them as a spouse to loving them as a friend. That's different. That's not unconditional love. That is conditional love. Because the conditions changed. And think back to your first ex. I'll think back to my first ex. I don't love her, that bitch. I don't love her anymore. Because it was conditional.
sometimes you have to leave out of love for them to figure themselves out.
As a friend.
And that is okay. It is completely normal. It's just like when you leave your house, your mom, because you got mad at her, and then you go and you figure yourself out, and then you come back.
That's your mom, though. Parents have unconditional love for their kids unless something drastic happens. If I fucking killed somebody, my mom would probably lose a little bit of love for me. If I killed a few people, if I started raping little girls, my mom would not love me anymore. I already know that for a fact. You think... Nah, actually, I was about to say you think Hitler's parents loved him, but nah, they probably did.
That's an explanation, a hypothetical of a teenager that has to go back to the house. But if you're talking about someone that you're married to, as you said in your example, you have 3 kids with them and blah, 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 then definitely.
If you're married and you're just together because of the kids, you don't love her. You love the kids. That unconditional love for your wife is not unconditional anymore. It's conditional.
If you want to raise your kids in a good way.
Wait, let's be real. Women want traditional men, but women don't want to be traditional women. Women fail to realize men don't care how much money a woman makes or her title as her career. Men only care about her place in the house.
And your person is not in a good mental space, and they need to figure
$20. I might need to start a
themselves
podcast.
out,
They donate $20 to talk.
Definitely, you need to let them go and wait for them in case they want to change, because it's a personal choice. You can't change people.
Okay. But hold on. Nah. Because, right, if you are a mother and your son does something crazy.
Shout out to Fresh and Fit, Abbott and Peach, Captain Samuels, the roommates in MTR. I listen to all your podcasts every day, and it has helped me so much become a better version of myself. Respect.
You still love him.
Of
if your
course.
husband...
Isn't that unconditional love?
Yeah, that's a mother and son. But if your husband cheats on you, does a bunch of crap to you, are you going to love him and take him back? Probably not. So that's not unconditional love.
It does exist, though. Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce. You're aware of it, right?
Yeah, I'm aware.
She took him back.
Yeah.
Because they have kids together. They have kids together.
Okay. Hold on. Okay, I like this.
She has a kid with him. She has a kid with him, right?
You want to handle this?
You know what? Listen, there's some women who understand that there's things that matter more in life than whether or not your man is loyal. Some people believe in legacy. Some people build an empire. She knows that if she probably left the man, everything that they've been striving for together would probably just not work out, and they'd have to do things apart. So sometimes you sacrifice. That's not necessarily an indication of unconditional love. Yeah, it just means like, you know what? I'm gonna tolerate this.
Most of the time, when people cheat on other people, the only reason they stay together is because they have kids together, and they don't want the other person to be paying child support the whole time. Jay-Z and Beyonce probably stay together because they have kids together, and also because they are both rich. They're both super wealthy, and they're building a family together, and they're like, okay, you made a mistake, let's try to get through that. But it's still conditional. If he cheats on her again, if he keeps cheating on her, of course she's going to leave him. It's not unconditional.
It's because I believe that the thing that we're working for is more important. And I would also say this: I'm not mad at you. You have your ideas, you have your perception of love or whatever
there's no reason
it is.
to be mad.
But I would also say, as you get older in life, you start to realize that there are conditions and there are asterisks. Whether it's marriage, whether it's love, it's like, if you don't hold up your...
Even friendships. If your friend has sex with your girlfriend, I'm sorry, you're not my friend no more.
You're into the bargain and it goes on long enough, I gotta go deuces. And you can say, oh, I still love you and I'm doing this so it can help you change, because you need to realize rock bottom. But from the man's perspective, it's like, you're bailing because I'm not doing what you need me to do, and you don't love me unconditionally. It was based off of whether or not I met those needs.
I think that's just one perspective.
Sure.
Definitely there's many perspectives to that. If you talk about marriage, then you have vows. And if you break those vows, then it's kind of like breaking love. But when you have those vows
He's like, okay.
and you say till love do us part, sickness and death and whatever, what you're...
When they say till love do us part, that is proof right there that the love is conditional. If it's unconditional, they wouldn't say till love do us part. They would say, I'll love you forever. Till love do us part is like, yeah, I mean, just in case you lose love for me. That's what that means.
Saying is, you're staying with that person even though you know there will be disagreements and mistakes. And the thing is, you are promising to work it out.
People
when
break
you
promises all the
cannot
time.
work it out,
I didn't pinky promise a few people and lied.
that's when you get a divorce, right? You're breaking your vows. You're basically falling on your own ways because you are deciding to do so. It does not mean that you one day from another decide, I'm not going to love that person anymore. We are all humans, you know? People still love even though they understand that they have to leave each other.
He's like, what is he talking
greater
about?
good, because you don't want to raise a kid with two parents that are constantly fighting or that simply cannot get along anymore because of the different perspectives and views.
Okay,
But
let's-
when you get married, that's what you're promising to do. You're promising to figure it out together.
Go ahead.
That sounds great, but women initiate over 80% of the divorces.
I was about
But
to say.
you know, it is what it is, right?
So I want to
Hold on.
say something here. It is not a debate about women against men. I think that's something that
You said it's not?
I feel like on the table, like
I was like, it's not.
Hold on. Here's the thing, though. Your feelings are irrelevant to fact.
but I'm not talking about feelings. Mostly, I'm talking about the fact that we are all humans, and humans have feelings, and you are mostly an emotional being. More than you want to think that you are a logical being, you are a highly emotional being.
Okay.
And you might want to deny that, but the truth is, you just had an altercation with somebody else, told them to leave out of emotion.
No, out of principle and fact. She cut me off twice, and then we said, "Hey, one more time," and then she did it again. And after we warned her, so
yeah, and
it's
when
called
she left,
boundaries.
you can take yourself home, and that's
Yeah,
an
it's-
emotional reaction.
No, listen, it's a fact reaction. She can leave, physically get up and leave
I'm
because
talking about the afterward.
don't cut me off. Once again, see, I told her the rules. The producer, I told you many times. Girls have hearing and they don't pay attention. All right, I told her before the show, if you talk over Myron, the rules is you will get booted out. And what happened? She didn't follow the rules. It wasn't emotional. We warned her. I told her to leave.
And she asked me the question too, which is funny.
Yeah.
Like,
So-
she literally asked me.
All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Yeah, so really, none of them really answered the question. What do you offer? Like, they were all just like, yeah, like other than support. But like, I mean, you can get that from anybody. Anyway, this is Donnygbuckets. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Till the next video, I'm out.